For thousands of years, humans have shared their homes, hearts, and histories with dogs. From guarding ancient campsites to guiding the visually impaired in modern cities, dogs have earned a place as humanity's closest animal companions. But behind the wagging tails and loyal eyes lies an extraordinary story of evolution, cooperation, and selective breeding. How did wild wolves become man's best friend? And how did that partnership lead to the hundreds of distinct dog breeds we recognize today, from tiny Chihuahuas to towering Great Danes? Before I continue, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends, so more people can discover this content. Also subscribe to receive more content like this. The domesticated dog holds a unique place in human society, valued as a companion, worker, protector, and symbol across cultures and ages. Its evolutionary journey from wild wolf to human ally is not only a story of adaptation, but also a reflection of human civilization itself. Domestication, a process shaped by both natural and artificial selection, laid the foundation for the immense variety of dog breeds we see today. This video explores the origins of dog domestication and the subsequent development of different breeds, examining the scientific, historical, and social factors that have contributed to this remarkable human-animal partnership. The domestication of the dog began with the grey wolf, its closest wild ancestor. Genetic and archaeological evidence suggests that domestication occurred between 15,000 and 30,000 years ago, likely during the Paleolithic era. Also known as the Old Stone Age, is the earliest and longest period in human prehistory. It began around 2.5 million years ago and lasted until about 10,000 BC, before Christ, ending with the advent of agriculture and the start of the Neolithic era, New Stone Age. While the exact timing and location are debated, most researchers agree that domestication took place in Eurasia, a vast region where early humans and wolves shared overlapping territories. Eurasia is the largest continuous landmass on Earth, encompassing the two traditionally recognized continents of Europe and Asia. Although these continents are often discussed separately, they are not divided by any major ocean or sea, making Eurasia a naturally connected region. This immense landmass has long played a central role in human history, culture, and development, providing the ecological and social conditions necessary for the first interspecies partnership between humans and dogs to emerge. Early humans were nomadic hunter-gatherers who would have left food scraps near their campsites. Wolves, being opportunistic feeders, may have begun scavenging these remains. Over time, the least aggressive and most social wolves would have had a selective advantage in accessing human food sources. This natural selection for tameness likely initiated a co-evolutionary relationship. Initially, the process was largely natural. Wolves that were less fearful of humans were more likely to survive and reproduce near human settlements. As humans began to recognize the benefits of having these animals nearby, such as increased security, assistance in hunting, or waste cleanup, they may have started to influence breeding decisions more intentionally. This transition marked the beginning of artificial selection. Humans may have chosen to care for pups with desirable traits, such as docility, keen senses, or loyalty. Over generations, this selection led to physical and behavioral changes in the wolf population. Traits linked to domestication, such as floppy ears, curled tails, and different coat colors, began to appear. These traits were connected to small changes in the parts of the body that help shape how animals grow and behave. Recent genetic studies suggest that all modern dogs descend from a now extinct wolf population, which is genetically distinct from current grey wolves. Scientists have studied a special type of DNA called mitochondrial DNA, which is passed down from mothers to their babies. By looking at this DNA in dogs, they discovered that dogs might have been domesticated in different places at the same time, or they started in one place and then spread to many parts of the world. Archaeological findings support this hypothesis. The earliest confirmed dog remains, dating to around 14,000 years ago, were found in Germany, with other early specimens discovered in Belgium, Russia, and the Middle East. Notably, a burial site in Israel dating to 12,000 years ago contains a human buried with a dog, suggesting the emotional bond and symbolic importance of dogs in early human society. Once dogs became integrated into human life, their utility expanded. Early humans relied on dogs for hunting assistance, guarding settlements, herding livestock, and even transportation in snowy climates. These roles led to the development of dogs with specific traits suited to each function. For example, in colder regions, dogs with thick fur and strong endurance were favored as sled pullers. In pastoral societies, communities structure their way of life around the domestication and herding of animals for food, clothing, trade, and sometimes transportation. Typically nomadic or semi-nomadic, they move in search of grazing land and water for their animals. In these societies, dogs with strong herding instincts and high trainability became indispensable for managing livestock such as sheep and cattle, helping people with their everyday work and keeping the animals safe. This form of functional breeding, based on specific working needs, laid the groundwork for distinct dog types. Unlike natural selection, which is driven by environmental pressures, selective breeding is guided by human needs and preferences. This artificial selection accelerated genetic divergence, as only dogs with desired characteristics were allowed to reproduce. Over time, dogs that lived in different places and didn't mix with other dogs started to look and act a little different. These became the first types of dog breeds, each with their own form or function. People have been breeding dogs for thousands of years to help with jobs like hunting or herding. But the idea of creating specific kinds of dogs, called breeds, that look and act a certain way started about 200 years ago in Europe. Back then, more people had free time and wanted to breed dogs for fun, paying attention to how the dogs looked as well as what they could do. In 1873, the Kennel Club was established in the United Kingdom, followed by similar institutions around the world. These organizations introduced breed standards, formal descriptions of the ideal physical and behavioral traits for each breed, and implemented pedigree tracking systems. This formalization marked a shift from practical utility to aesthetic idealism. Dogs were now bred not only for their working abilities, but also for conformation to strict visual standards. This led to the proliferation of dog shows and an explosion in the number of recognized breeds. While breed standardization brought about consistency and predictability, it also introduced challenges. Closed gene pools and inbreeding became common, increasing the risk of genetic disorders in some breeds. Nevertheless, the Kennel Club era cemented the classification of dogs into distinct breeds, many of which are globally recognized today. Today, major dog breed registries around the world recognize over 340 breeds, grouped by their historical roles or functions, such as working, herding, hound, toy, and terrier. Each group reflects a different historical purpose or functional origin. Herding breeds like Border Collies and Australian Shepherds were developed for controlling livestock. Working breeds such as Rottweilers and St. Bernards performed tasks ranging from guarding to rescue. Toy breeds, including Pomeranians and Chihuahuas, were bred for companionship and aristocratic status. Dogs that hunt by sight, like greyhounds, use their sharp eyes and speed to chase what they see. Dogs that hunt by smell, like beagles, use their powerful noses to follow scents and find what they're looking for. Modern breeding practices have also given rise to designer breeds, such as Labradoodles, Labrador bred with a poodle, which attempt to combine desirable traits from two purebred parents. These crosses often lack standardized recognition, but have gained popularity among pet owners seeking specific characteristics like hypoallergenic coats or even temperaments. The domestication of the dog is a testament to the deep symbiotic relationship between humans and animals. From humble beginnings as scavenging wolves to their current roles as beloved pets and working animals, dogs have adapted to a variety of human needs over thousands of years. Through a mix of natural evolution and deliberate human intervention, dogs have diversified into an astonishing range of breeds, each with its own purpose, personality, and history. The journey of domesticated dogs reflects broader themes in human history, including the shift from nomadic to agricultural societies, the rise of leisure and specialization, and the power of selective breeding. As science continues to uncover the genetic underpinnings of behavior and appearance, our understanding of the dog's evolutionary journey grows deeper, further reinforcing the enduring bond between humanity and its first domesticated animal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel for more content, leave a comment to let us know your thoughts, and share this video with your friends. If you have any suggestions for content, please feel free to message me. Your support means a lot to us.